Hey guys, today I'm going to show you guys how I squirt bottled the cars on Vegas rat rods and all the other cool cars we do out there, alright? So stay tuned, let's get to it. Here you guys shake it up real good. More green in it, where you want to catch the reflection. Like from here. Real quick, what we're going to talk about is the fake patina, the candy colors, the blah, 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 the marble effect, all of that stuff that I use squirt bottles with an acrylic paint. So I get a ton of people. This has been 12 years in the making. People have been asking me, how are you painting these cars on TV? And I'm like, we didn't want to give away our secrets. So we didn't. So now I am, because my DMs are so full of you guys asking. We just painted a C30 for Justin Weaver. It's a candy bronze effect. It looks just like Steve Darnell's 55 Chevy if you guys saw the Haunted Rod episode on Vegas Rat Rods. You can go to my Instagram and you can see the shorts as well to see Justin's truck. That is the silver and black base with a sienna over the top of it, and when you thin it, it looks like a candy color. So that's what we're gonna go through today. I have a 1946 door over here. We're gonna paint it. We're gonna go through the steps. So I'm gonna show you guys what products I'm using by Createx Colors and how to do it pretty quick. And then from there, we're gonna keep posting different videos on different colors and different cars we did with different effects. All right guys, to do this process, this is just a very basic primer door. You can have a regular solvent-based primer on here. This is an acrylic sealer, okay? This is Otterborn sealer, this is their black. So when I'm doing the black and silver effects, if you painters already out there know that silver does a great reflection over black, just like a mirror. That's how they make mirrors. Black, then silver, you polish reflection. So we're gonna use their super cool silver, which I've got a car right here that we're painting with it right here. Camera guy, go that way. This is their silver by itself right now, okay? Which you can clear coat that. That's how cool this stuff is. Anyways, let's get back to the black. We're gonna mix this right now, okay? It's gonna be 10 to 1. It's 10 parts paint, 1 part reducer. I'm gonna link these in there. 4011 reducer, which I'm almost out of. We're gonna mix these two together. We're gonna shoot this door black. We're gonna fade up the silver just like we did on Justin's truck, Steve's semi truck, Mark's COE, all of them. We got some really cool ones out there, okay? Let's go. So this is the black sealer I'm talking about. I put this on almost all these crazy paint jobs we do. And then we're gonna go back with the silver. But first I wanna show you. It's an acrylic base, or acrylic sealer, okay? We're gonna add 10%. 10%, tiny. Sometimes you don't even have to. I'm just adding a little bit. That's it, that's all I want. I'm gonna mix this and let it sit for about 10 minutes. I'll go ahead and mix my silver too. So we'll get that ready. That way it gets 10 minutes for the reducer to get in there and thin this out a little bit, okay? The best thing about this paint is it's heavy, it drops, it doesn't smell. It smells like house paint. It doesn't stink up your shop, okay? And it's quick and it dries within 20 minutes. We can do a whole paint job in 1 day. The whole entire paint job is done in 1 day. So if you painters are trying to save money, this is the way to go. I've been with Createx Colors for over 20 years. It's amazing stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get my silver going right now. Same thing, got the silver in the cup. The best thing about this, I love their silver, by the way. This is like a micro metallic flake. There's so much stuff you can do with this. You can put candy over it. You can put, you know, the multiple colors I'm doing right now. You can just leave it as a silver base like the 47 Zephyr I'm doing. I'm going to repeat it one more time. I'm going to show you guys. Here are the part numbers. 6013 silver sealer. Part number 6002 sealer black. And 4011. You can buy this at TCP Global. There's quite a few companies that sell it. You don't have to buy it in the gallon either. They make it in small sections as well. Okay. This is another example of a helmet I painted with their silver sealer over flake and then they're candy. This is all water-based, guys. Water-based. Okay, another thing. This one is pearl and candy. This is an old helmet. If you ever saw the Snot Rocket Ford, go on my Instagram and check out that cool thing. That is pearl and candy. Same effects I'm gonna do with the squirt bottle. Doesn't always have to be weathered and fake patina like this door right behind you we're going to show you. This is going to be a wall hanging sign that has my business name on it. So I'm going to show you guys this process using liquid latex, using the water droplet trick, using the air trick. There's a bunch of different stuff I have coming to show you guys, okay? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put my black sealer down, and then I'm going to throw some silver over it, because what we want is we want this combination of colors I mixed up in this squirt bottle, we want those to be like create a reflection. Like I said, if you're a painter and you're used to doing candies, you already know that a silver base does amazing with certain colors. You get that really cool reflective effect. So that's what we're going to do, okay? So let me get the two base colors down, and then we'll explain the squirt bottles and using water. This video is not sponsored by anyone, by the way, and none of these paint guns, nothing, okay? Okay? 12 years. If you're doing your own car, read the directions. It's going to tell you to do at least 2 to 3 coats like you normally should. This is still a normal paint job. One of the cool things about waterborne products is you can put your cap on it and put it back on the shelf. And you can just wash your gun out with water if you want to. They actually make a cleaner for it. None of the solvent stuff. You should wear a mask if you're going to do a lot of this, obviously. And then after a minute or two of this curing, we'll hit our silver. And then after that, we'll go with the squirt bottle, and then we'll go with the airbrush. In some of the next videos, I'm going to do this stuff with candy colors and pearls. When we paint Trey's drift car, which Trey is behind the camera right now, we're going to do some really cool pinks and magentas and turquoise and cool stuff on that. So we're going to film that so you guys can see it. Make sure you guys shake it up real good so you can get all of the silver flakes in there. Okay, make sure it's good, 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 good. This stuff is permanent, by the way, with heat. So if you have a bake booth, a heat gun, whatever you're doing, if you're doing a motorcycle tank, you're doing a wall or whatever, and you want to hurry and get it, just use your air or use a heat gun. It's just as fast. So I'm gonna swap this out to the silver. We're gonna spray the silver and fade it upward, okay? I'm only replicating what I did on the last truck, which is bronze, and then the 55 Chevy, which is the haunted rod. All right, we've got our silver sealer mixed up. We're gonna spray the bottom. So this is a different look. If you saw Steve from Welder Up, you saw his semi truck. That's black with silver faded up about midway through the truck, then black squirt bottle coming back down with a sepia airbrush. This one's different. This is more of a candy bronze. We probably won't clear coat this one because you guys can see my other videos and see what it looks like. We're probably just gonna go ahead and just show you the basic process, and then you guys can go from there. Don't follow exactly what I'm doing. Don't copy me 100%. Do your own style, make your own style, add your own colors, do what you want. Put a little bit more silver in it, put a little less black in it. I don't know. I'm just trying to make your stuff look cool too. I know when you guys DM me, they're always asking, they're like, hey, I've never airbrushed. It's okay, go learn, just like I did. Just go try it, it's easy. You can pick these up cheap. You don't have to buy expensive stuff that we have. You can go to Harbor Freight and get one. You can go to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby's got sales on them all the time. This is an Iwata Eclipse. It's the most standard one that I use. So I've got a little bit of black in here. We're gonna play with that real quick. You can use stencils too. You can use sandpaper. There's all kinds of cool tricks. So I'm gonna do a little bit more black. Here's one thing I have to tell you guys. This does not work with solvents. I don't know how many people keep sending me stuff and they're taking thinner and putting it over a solvent. If you're going for that look, cool, but it turns into chewing gum. This is acrylic, water-based. The whole world eventually will go to water-based. So if you're not used to shooting water-based, you should probably try it. It's fairly easy. It's actually really easy. And the EPA loves it. Not damaging the atmosphere. Okay. You're not gonna see a lot of that effect up on the black. That was the purpose of this. We wanted the top to be black and fade into a candy bronze with the silver. That's why I'm not doing a ton with the black. The cool thing is, if you are doing a high gloss clear, you will pick up those flakes that you can't see on camera right now, and in the sun they sparkle. Okay, quick little backstory, how this all started. Years ago on the TV show, when we first started taking patch panels and matching them on a fully rusted car with a brand new door skin, I was airbrushing and painting the door skins to match the already existing patina. This came from the movie industry, so all the haters out there that want to yell, we don't care. This came from the movie industry. This is special effects. You can do it on walls, you can do it on floors, you can do it on whatever you want, your leather jacket, your car, your motorcycle. For some reason, when I put it on cars, some people lose their minds because they can't understand why we're making a car look more enhanced or evil or whatever. But so we don't really care what those guys think, right? I mean, we're here to have fun. Anyways, Createx Colors, that's the company I go with. I've said it a million times on my Instagram. If you guys go to my Instagram, you can see a lot of the processes of these cars being painted. And you can see it on the TV show as well. Just like die-cast cars, this is the same type of process you would think about for model making. Like when you're doing a weathered tank and you want it to look rusty. So, you know, as far as us putting it on cars or whatever, so back to the whole fake patina thing. I've been, you know, for the most part of the fake patina world, I get great responses because the cars look amazing. And they do really good at SEMA and some of the other events. But to go back to that, I'm not gonna argue with you guys about fake patina, guys, come on. You guys have fake wood in your house and your floors and blah, blah, blah. It's just endless. Star Wars, you know, come on, guys. It's movie stuff. If we wanna make the cars look crazy, let's just have fun. We're artists, let's go. All right, guys, so I've got like distilled water in here. You can probably use any water you want, but this is dry now, okay? You can slightly sand it if you want to, but if you read the instructions, it's not required, okay? In this squirt bottle, I have 3 different colors mixed together, and I know people are always like, how are you doing this? And I keep telling them, I'm putting about a 1/2 inch of paint at the bottom, and then I'm putting maybe half of this full of water. So you can mix your combos any way you want. You want a thick color, a thin color. Don't follow what I'm telling you. This is entertainment. If you guys do it however you want, okay? But that's how I'm doing it. I've got one that's water, because we're gonna wet the surface first. Then we're gonna put the color on it. So this is the 3 colors mixed together. Okay, so you guys don't have to copy exactly how I'm doing it. I've got detail sepia, okay? The massive color that we use all the time, detail burnt sienna. This is number 1 right here for rust as well. And then we've got detail raw umber. I have equal parts, all 3 in the same squirt bottle. Okay. I usually try to, on the squirt bottles, I usually try to get a fairly decent squirt bottle. You probably use a Hudson sprayer. A lot of graffiti artists do a lot of the same stuff. Put it on like a fan, okay? Fan spray. I'm just gonna get this wet real quick. It is gonna make a mess. Make sure you've got plastic down. It will stain your concrete in your shop. There's so many different ways you can do this. I could make 100 videos of every different way you can do this. You guys gotta get creative. You ever seen the marbleizing effects of the 80s and 90s? It actually goes back even farther than that. A lot of this resembles that same stuff. Okay, the panel's wet right now. Here, we'll take some of this color and show you just a quick little bit. Okay, I'm just going along the bottom right now. You're gonna waste a lot of paint, so be prepared to buy a lot of it. People always asking like, how much is this gonna take up? It's gonna take up a lot. But if you wanna be cool, man, be cool. So see, we got some heavy runs already with the water right there, which looks cool. Maybe you want it to look like that. Maybe you don't. So let's do a top coat right here. We'll go all the way across. See that sepia coming out of there? Sepia has green in it. And you can dial back the sepia if you do not want green. But this is exactly how the haunted rod is painted. Exactly. It has more green in it. Be careful when you spray this stuff. You can destroy everything in the background. You'll see. The minute you start squirting stuff and squirt your wife's car, she's gonna kill you. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. So see, over the black, you don't see it as much. You gotta have that silver reflection in there. And we're inside, we're not out in the sunlight. It looks totally different in the sunlight. See how it keeps coming off? You gotta keep applying it. Keep applying it to that effect that you're looking for. I'm not a big fan of super sharp runs like Steve was, so I like to do more of a soft fade. And I'm just gonna let this sit here and do this thing for a minute, and we'll speed up the film. You can actually let it 100% dry. Okay, now you see that spot right there? When it starts to look like that, just take your water, blend it in. How did Bob Ross used to say? What was his?
Beat the devil out of it?
No, not that part. Soft, I don't know. So if Trey, maybe it'll come down below and come across the top here, you can kind of see that silver under there. Can you see it up close?
Yeah.
And then come across the other side and it looks different. Depending on where the light is. I should probably get a light.
There's the silver.
So one of the cool things about doing it like this over the black is it's almost like camouflage and changes colors in sunlight. So depending on the direction you're at, these colors will pop differently at different directions. Okay, while this is drying, here's another thing. Think about this, is that if this is a vehicle, make sure you mask that car off really well, or this is gonna get on the inside, because you're putting water all over the place, okay? And then, what I like to do is while we're in between coats, you see all this excess right here? Just take a microfiber and grab some of that and get it off there. It's gonna be on the bottom of the rocker as well. Another trick you can do, that I'll show you in another video is you can take microfibers dipped in this and you can do different types of almost like marbleizing effect over that silver. There's so many ways of doing this, so many ways. I know this sounds complicated, and I could go into this for hours of all the different stuff, layers and things we can do. But here's the thing. Trey and I do travel to paint cars. So if you guys don't want to do it yourself and you have some crazy vehicle you want painted or a movie car, or you need a prop done, or you need a set design done, call us. Hit me up on my website. Email me. We'll come to you. You guys can also just take an air hose and speed up the drying process if you'd like. You can let it air dry, or you can put heat to it. Here's another example, okay? This is a welding helmet that has now been wrapped and mass produced. This is for H&S Auto Shot. Steve asked me to design a helmet designed for Welder Up, and I did. So that's squirt bottled. I know this is not a great example because it's a wrap, but I actually painted this. They scanned it and copied it. Those are the squirt bottle effects on here as well, okay? So you can see that, you know, you can do the rust effects. You've seen all the cars I've done that are like the fake rust or whatever. But anyways, this is another way of showing you guys what it is. That would be burnt sienna. This is the #1 color. Everybody asks me, what is the orange? What is the copper color? This burnt sienna, right here, Wicked Colors from Createx. If you put this over chrome, it looks like copper. If you put this over a silver, when I say chrome, and I don't mean real chrome, I'm talking about like Quicksilver chrome. That is a mimic paint that is hyper reflective. And you put this over it and then you clear coat it. So there's a ton of different stuff you can do with just this one color right here, especially on different layers. If you had a black base first, if you had a silver base, if you had a red base, you guys got to know paint so you start to understand how to layer this. Let's add some more. Why not? We'll put a little up on the rail up here. Don't need to put a lot up here because this is for practice and to show you guys. But you really can see that reflection coming off that silver down here. Chase it with a little bit more water. And just keep layering it if you want it darker. This looks like diesel oil at the beginning before you start to thin it out. That's the whole key, is thinning this out. You can also take an air hose and control the runs with an air hose. Once this is dry, you can come back with your airbrush and enhance it even more. So if you wanted to put more soft fade stripes in it, grab your airbrush, or maybe an LPH 80, a smaller gun. You can probably do it. Now see, look how big those runs are right now as we're talking. So I'll chase that. Well, actually, we'll let that one do some weird stuff. Can you see it up close though? I just don't know if you're getting reflection through the phone. Can't tell without this fucking thing. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Yeah, there you go. So you're picking up a little bit of our reflection right now, but then I'm going here with the sunlight, and you can kind of see you see that silver in there, and then towards the evening or at nighttime it looks black. So I'm just going to let it keep doing its thing. I'm not going to add any more for a minute. We're going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come back with the airbrush, and then we're going to be done. Okay, now I'm just going to go back and just do a couple little highlights. Okay, we're not going to clear coat this one. We didn't want to waste the clear coats on them because you guys have seen all the other vehicles I've done in clear coat. So I'm just going to add some little highlights with our Wicked Black mixture we got going here. I'm just going to darken up a couple of these for fun. I like to have them come up and down. I like to break every rule there is. I've got the air pressure up really high. Don't forget to do your edges. When you come back with the black, it really pops. It makes that stuff stand out even more. Do some runs up here if you wanted to. Sorry, I have the air pressure up super high, so I don't have to keep switching guns. And then if you have some runs that are already in here that are shaped the way you want, like for example, let's take a look at this one right here. I don't know if you can pick this up with the camera, but there is one right there, right? So just like Steve's semi-truck, I would take and come back and I would highlight that a little bit. Just make it a little darker. You're trying to make it look evil, right? So just get a little bit more fuzz in there. This has nothing to do with patina. Absolutely nothing. We're not trying to make it look like patina. We're just having fun weathering something out. It's a design. Okay guys, we're gonna let it cure for a second, roll it out in the sun. I'm not gonna put any clear coats on it. We don't need to. You guys got the basic idea what it's gonna do. I will show you one of the clear coats that we do love to use though. So go check out Port 15 and check out these matte clears. Especially if you guys are trying to do patinaed cars, this looks amazing. So give it a shot. Good stuff right here. And guess what? It's water-based. All right, so here we're out in the sun. Now, I didn't finish the base of this under the primer very good, so you can kind of see it. But once again, this is just for a sample for you guys to see, okay? If this was a normal car I was doing, I would have sanded the bottom a little bit better. But you can see the reflections now. This is with no clear on it. All right guys, thanks for watching our video. Comment if you have some questions and send me pictures on Instagram of the cars that you're doing. We're gonna keep doing these videos. I've got probably 40 more different things to show you guys, okay? So stay tuned, thanks for subscribing, and please like this video. All right guys, take care, we'll see you, bye. Is this thing still on?